Here we go. Attempt number 2, getting underway. Here come the 5 red lights for the British Grand Prix. They rev it up. And we're lights out, away we go. Grandpa gets a decent start. It's going to be able to challenge Hunted off the line. He's going to be side by side into turn 1. Can't make anything of it. Hunted's ahead. Now Groggers challenges JTK. Gets ahead for 3rd place. And JTK now is falling down the order. JTK's had an incident. He's had something happen. And there's yellow flags at the back of the field. That's Jack Miles, Strat Racer, PK, involved in something there at the exit of turn 1. And now FBL and Tadpole, they trade spots for 6th place in the road. But for the lead, here comes Grandpa. Grandpa on the slipstream, trying to find some tow and trying to find a way past. Can he get through? Groggers is going to send one down the inside. They're going to go side by side at the beginning part of Sector 2. It's going to be Grandpa staying ahead. FBL, he's got a penalty. He's cut a corner, gained a place, and now down the order. That's Instincts. He's got damage to his car as well. He's had something happen there. And that's also Haas Blue Goggy who's got damage. And side by side into Cop's corner, Molly's ahead of Zakaria. Somehow remains ahead. And now, as the action continues to pick up, FBL holds on with his penalty for 6th place, and they're all jockeying for position behind that. Leon has gained spots. He's ahead on Goggy. It's Grandpa remaining in 2nd place behind that. Here's FBL and Zakaria. Zakaria are on the inside line. FBL gonna switch back. There's contact. FBL's got damage and spinning off is Zakaria. Oh no. All right then. There is the collision there at the beginning part of Sector 2 that we just feared happening with them too. After that, Valkyrie gonna let FBL go, but I think FBL is damaged. He definitely does to his Aston Martin. He's got an end plate missing. Grandpa now DRS again on Hunted. Can he go into the lead of the race? On Hunted. He ducks to the left side, around the outside. Can't do it right there. It's going to now invite Groggers now on him. He just can't find a way past. Not close enough yet. Jack Miles through on Mythic. When it comes to finishing the race, the same thing happened in Monza and USA. And now Grandpa, who you just saw right there go off the track just a little bit, now has a penalty to his name for track limits. Goggy did go for a slide though. Nothing made from it, and now for the lead. Grandpa, who has that penalty, trying to put pressure now on Hunted. Can he find a way past for the race lead? Here goes Grandpa. Oh, that got close. And now he's ahead for the race lead. If you're Hunted, you don't want to pick up that track limit penalty, that track limit warning, because you have Grandpa within that penalty box there. Groggers as well is right behind in this train. He doesn't have a penalty as well. And now here comes Hunted back at it. Hunted for the race lead. Pulls the outside line, goes through, is ahead. Into that corner due to the contact. And now Zakaria going through a Mythic does pick up a penalty. Trying to pinch Mythic. Oh, Mythic had to yield from that one. Zakaria gave him the squeeze. He had to use the bit of runoff, and now I think Zakaria is going to say, hey, I forced you out. I'm going to go let you go past. And he does just that. We also got Tret Racer following in this as well. It's going to be a little bit of 3-wide Mythic. One to back out of that just in case of any issue. And luckily, there is no issue. Now down the straight. Grandpa cannot get past Hunted, and he is going to be the first one to blink. He heads to the pit lane. Luckily, Grandpa does not come out in any traffic at all, and there's more yellow flags. That's Blue Goggy. Front wing gone, and now a safety car. This absolutely hurts Grandpa's race. And the safety car is in. So here we go. Hunted leads the race. And what's happened to him? Oh my god! He has hit the back of the safety car, and he's got no front wing. Oh my goodness. This race has just been flipped upside down. Hunted, your leader, enters the pit lane with the safety car coming in, and Groggers will lead them on the restart here. And he goes now. He is off and away. Also, Valkyrie also being followed and hackled by L74G. Here comes Valkyrie at Cop's corner. She's around. L74G and Zakaria all get damage from that. And that brings out the second safety car to this race. Valkyrie going for a move at Cops. The move was just not there, it looked like, and that is gonna end her pursuit for points. And oh! Zakaria and Valkyrie have just come to collision there under the safety car.
Okay, I've got a brand new race strategy on your MFD if you want to go and check it out. Okay, safety car deployed, safety car's been deployed. Watch your delta.
Trying to find some time, but using track limits to do so. And here we go, once again, hunted on the back of Florian. They touch again for the second week in a row. Luckily, it's not a race-ending collision this time. And now, here's Luke on the back of them as well for a point spot. He's trying to have a look. You have 3 wide in the background between the last 3 runners as well. However, Florian does stay ahead of Hunted, and now Hunted gonna try back at Florian. This is a battle we've been wanting to see. Can these two keep it clean? Hunted on the inside line for the next corner. He does go through. Florian does give him the space. Tons of respect this time between them two. Guggy with a penalty. JTK with the fastest lap. It's all kicking off with 10 laps remaining in this race. Here's FBL having pressure from Hunted now. Can Hunted go by now, entering Sector 3? Hunted around the outside, gonna try to keep it. Can't keep it just yet. He's gonna switch him back to the inside line for the next corner. Can they keep it by the chicane side by side? It is Hunted who's ahead. They remain wheel to wheel, but almost contact. It is Hunted ahead. And now Florian will try his chance to get ahead. These two are looking for multiple points on the board here today. DRS now enabled for these cars in the train. Here's Florian to turn one on the inside line. Usually you don't see a move right there, but he goes through. Unbelievable. And now the lead, heating back up once again. Grandpa on the back of Groggers. JTK there as well to follow pursuit, but they have penalties to spare. Here's Grandpa on Groggers, easily through for the lead. Groggers can't challenge back, but behind that as well, we've got FBL challenging Florian with the DRS employed. Here goes the inside. They touch. FBL's around, and that surely was inevitable. Side by side there, late into the corner. Never gonna work. Oh, Groggers defends off. JTK cuts him off right there. And he can't go through. JTK is going to have to find another way past this. Continues to bunch these cars together. Strat Racer gets closer. Jack trying for a move on Molly. Behind that, there's moves being made at the back of the field. Zakari and Mythic traded spots, but for the lead, Groggers inside line on Grandpa. Can he go through again? Yes, he can. He takes back the top spot in this race. Grandpa gonna challenge back at this. Remember, he does have the penalty inside line on Groggers for the race lead. He does go through this time, but can he keep it? He ran a little bit wide there. I think he tried to find a little bit of time with that line for the next corner to remain ahead, and he does remain ahead. They are catching up from this. And Zakaria now crashed out of this race. It brings out the safety car. Oh, that is so big for this race with the penalties up front. Behind that, Grandpa already trying to get by Mythic here. They're 3 wide. Grandpa goes through on Mythic and Leon. And Bulgogi has a penalty to spare. There's Groggers as well, trying on the inside, on the outside line there of Mythic. You see 3 wide right there. That could be tight. Oh boy. Molly going through. Mythic falling back on the order. Jack Miles losing a place right there. Strat Racer trying to go through. You have on the inside line right there Mythic on Strat Racer. Mythic is spun around. And there's more yellow flags. You have Groggers and Leon making contact right there. I said Leon's been clean this race, but that might be the one moment things change for sure. Grandpa trying to go through now for 3rd place on Luke. Can he go through? Behind that, Strat Racer trying to gain spots and go up the field. Here he comes on Leon. He goes through. And now Grandpa trying to gain the position now on Luke. Grandpa does have the penalty to spare, but Hunted, your net race leader, is P2 on the road, and he would be the one fighting Grandpa. Here goes Grandpa, far to the inside line. The little squeeze there Luke pulled on him was not enough. Grandpa ahead. Groggers as well, fighting with Molly. Molly goes off the track. Groggers to the inside line here at the chicane. Strat Racer follows behind. Molly and Groggers almost go off. Strat Racer trying to go through. He does. Out of the final corner. Strat Racer, shades of Lewis Hamilton, is ahead. But can he stay ahead? He's got Molly to challenge. Both them off the track. Re-enters the circuit. Pitches Groggers side by side. Groggers sends one. And Strat Racer off the road. Can he re-enter safely? They're 3 wide. And Strat Racer loses the rear. Makes contact with Molly. Florian going through. Florian trying to get the both of them. And Florian's really boxed in. He's trying to go on the inside line. Can't go through. He has a lot of company there. And now he switched to the lead. Hunted now having pressure from Grandpa. And JTK, our race leader. But with a penalty. Grandpa has 1 too with just 3 laps remaining. Coming to 2 this time. Here they go for the lead. Hunted on the inside line of your race leader. He goes through. He's ahead. Florian now picking up a penalty. Very crucial stuff to this race. Can Grandpa go through on JTK? And with those newer soft tires, can he extend a 3-second gap if he goes through? Hunted now has a penalty. L74G in the net lead. Hunted lets JTK go through. Now fights with Grandpa. Side by side between P1 and P2 in the championship. They almost come together. And now side by side it's Stowe. They're going to remain side by side. Almost losing the rear there was Hunted. And now Grandpa goes through. Groggers goes through on Luke. On the inside line, Strat Racer Molly go back at it again. They will not fight this without elbows out. Here goes Molly ahead. Florian with that penalty goes ahead of Jack as well. DRS enabled, so this is now crunch time for these guys. Lugagi with a penalty. Gagi retires from this race. Florian ahead of Strat Racer. It's all kicking off in the remaining stages of this race. And here goes Grandpa, switching back on JTK. He's going to take over the race lead on those fresh, soft tires. We're looking at this battle from what is 6th on back, side by side there. Florian going to go around. Florian careering off. And that is an accident that could put him outside the points here to end this race. The gap is 2.7. Will it be enough? Grandpa trying to hang on over Hunted and JTK. Grandpa gonna come out of the final corner. He's won 2 races already. Gonna try to make it 3 if he can just hang on by 3 seconds. Grandpa sees the flag first. However, Groggers comes to the line, wins his first race since Spain of last season. Groggers gets Ferrari back on the top step of the podium for the 2nd time this season. He wins the British Grand Prix. Basically his home race here. Back on top.
And here are your final results from the most recent RPL Tier 2 race. Following that in just a moment will be the driver standings, the constructor standings, after the most recent race. If you would like to tune in for future RPL events, go to Twitch RPL_XB1 to watch future races. Our next Tier 2 event and future events for Tier 2 will be on each Friday, 3 p.m. Eastern Time, 8 p.m. British Standard Time. And until next time, have a good one. We will see you then for the next event.